Now that we have visualized the concept of juggling, we will focus now on the mathematical part, the solution part actually. So ball A is thrown up, sorry, a ball is thrown up from position A. It reaches its maximum height at B, where the corresponding velocities are velocities at A, displacement SA, velocity at B, and displacement P, respectively. Okay. Applying equations of motion, we have V is equal to U plus AT. V is the final velocity. VB is the initial velocity. VA, acceleration is, how do we find acceleration? So displacement is this direction, upwards. Acceleration due to gravity is acting downwards. So if V is taken as positive, acceleration due to gravity is acting downwards, therefore is minus G. So acceleration due to gravity here is minus G. Time is time from A to reach B. Time is TAB. 0 is equal to VA minus GTB. Why is VB equal to 0? Because at the top, the ball comes to rest momentarily. So the ball is at rest at that point. What do we mean? Velocity is going up. It is going up. It is going up. It is going up. It is going up. At this point, velocity is almost 0. Then the direction of velocity reverses. It increases, and it reaches with the same velocity from which it was launched, VA. So from this, we have 0 is equal to VA minus GTAB, and TAB is therefore VA by G. Now, so time taken for the first ball to travel from A to B is VA by G. As the first ball reaches the maximum height, TAB, as the first ball reaches the maximum height, the next ball is thrown. What does this mean? This means that time between two consecutive throws is TAB is equal to VA by G, or in simple terms, it's U by G. Okay. Now, if you have a doubt here, please go through the concept of juggling, which I have explained it in detail. Okay, maybe it could also be possible that the algorithm brings you only to this solution. So I have done a very detailed explanation on how is juggling possible and how does the physical method come into a mathematical equation. Okay. It will be next into this playlist, or maybe one video before this. Okay. Now, assuming juggler throws n balls per second, the maximum height the balls can. This is the question. Assuming the juggler throws n balls per second. So if n balls are thrown in 1 second, how many balls, sorry, if n balls are thrown in 1 second, one ball will be thrown in 1 by n second. Okay, now that's a sudden deviation, right? Yeah, it is. We'll understand why. If he throws n balls every second, he throws one ball in every 1 by n second. In this case, the time between throws is delta t. Time between two throws will be equal to 1 by n. Okay. Time between two throws, which is 1 by n, is equal to time of first ball to reach the maximum height. Therefore, 1 by n is equal to u by g, and u is therefore equal to g by n. Okay. Going further, if ball 1 is thrown with velocity u, final velocity v1 equal to 0. Why? Because at the maximum height B, at B, where the height is maximum, the ball comes momentarily at rest. At this point, when when the velocity of first ball is equal to 0, when the first ball has reached its maximum height, what is done simultaneously? The second ball is projected upwards. And the maximum height to which these two will go will be height h. Say h. Now, for this motion, v square minus u square is 2as. What is s? We just said that it is h. A is minus g. Why? Again, velocity is acting upwards, acceleration due to gravity is causing a retardation effect, minus g. V square is 0. Why? At this final position, the maximum, the momentarily velocity is 0. So 0 minus u square is 2gh. Minus and minus is plus. U square is 2gh. So h is g square by n square. Why? Because u is equal to g by n. If I bring u is equal to g by n to this equation, u square is g by n square, which is d square by n square, equal to 2gh. G square by g is g. So what we get is h is equal to g by 2n square. Now to go one step further, what does this equation imply? H is proportional to 1 by n squared, means more balls per second you throw, denominator goes up, the value of h will come down. The less each ball can get high or get higher. Okay? Hope that makes sense. Okay. Now, the next question again is an interesting one, which is based on the airplane bombing. The airplane bombing, typical question that we see across JEE means. Okay, let's move on to that one. Okay, before we go to the next question, is there anything that I wanted to say here? Okay, no. So this is all what I wanted to convey here. Time to reach the motion. And what is the key concept? As the first ball reaches the maximum height, the next ball is thrown simultaneously. Okay, right.